All right, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. room. And this morning, we'll be discussing about the topic titled Your Cycle Matters. Your Cycle Matters. Have you ever attended an event before? Have you ever gone to a program before or go to a conference before, and then the moment you get home, you feel very inspired, you feel very motivated to chase goal? One of the reasons why you feel that way is because of the kind of cycle you found yourself at that particular time. And have you also been in a cycle whereby you start thinking all kinds of rubbish thoughts? It's because of the kind of friend cycles you find yourself in. Now, there's one thing I always tell some of my students around me is that they cannot go beyond their environment. They cannot go beyond their cycle. And when I mean cycle, I mean the kind of people they hang around with, the people that they listen to, the friends they keep. Even the Bible confirms it that evil communication corrupts good manners. So if you want to change your life, you change your cycle first. That is why billionaires have clubs like Millionaires Club, Billionaires Club. They have all this kind of billionaires sport like golf, tennis. How many poor people will you see them playing golf? Because in those kind of settings or in those kind of sports, when they go there, they will meet their kinds of people. Yes, in those kind of settings, when they go to go and play their golf, they go to go and play their tennis, they meet fellow billionaires, they meet fellow millionaires for networking, for sharing ideas and many other things. The question is, what kind of friend cycle are you keeping? That's why this morning I'm going to give you some points why your friend cycle matters or why your cycle matters. Number one, your cycle influences your mindset. Your cycle influences your mindset. Let me direct this question. Let me give you an example through as a university student, or let me use an university settings for example. You are a student who grew up in a well-disciplined home, in a well-mannered home whereby your parents are against certain things. Even you yourself, you grow up being in that kind of circle whereby your parents are against those things, you're against those things. But because you went to university, you found your friends or you started following a particular set of people, your mindset will now start changing towards things. In your parents' house, smoking is bad. But when you went to university, you started joining some cycles, some gangs. They started teaching you, smoking is not bad. Just take this one, just do that one. Little by little, your mindset begins to change towards those things. Now, it happens in the two ways. Your cycle can influence you to do something good, and your cycle can influence you to do something bad. So they actually influences your mindset about certain things, about certain people, about certain behavior or certain habits. That is number one. Number two, your friend cycles can influence your habit. I have seen people who grew up in a well-disciplined home. I'm still going to use disciplined home for example, because most of these things happen in university. And then when they go to school, they started having some bad habits. That habit did not start at home. It started with the kind of friend cycles they kept. When they went to school, maybe their friends is doing, maybe they don't drink alcohol before. But because once in a while, their friends started going out, they started following, they started taking 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 4 bottles. Before you know, they become addicted to alcohol. Are you getting me? The same thing with the good side. I've seen some people that they don't pray in their parents' house, but they join a particular friend cycle, they join a particular fellowship. Now they're prayer warriors. Habit is not just bad thing. You can have good habits and you can also have bad habits. So I need you to understand that your friend cycle can influence your habits. So you must be very conscious about the kind of cycle that you keep. Now, number 3 is this. Your cycle can influence your decision. Your cycle can influence your decision. Let me give you an example. You're a child or you're a student that your parents sent you to school to study a particular course. But when you got to school, despite your own conviction, And because of your friend or the cycle you started following, they started influencing you to make a decision. I tell you, don't study this one, don't study A, study B. They start influencing you on the kind of decision, the kind of things that you start doing. You find yourself making decisions that normally you will not make that kind of decision because of kind of cycles you have. That's for the bad aspect too. What about the good aspect? You don't want to start a business. Your parents look down on business. But because of the kind of cycle you find yourself in, you started learning about entrepreneurship, started learning about business. Before you know, you started a business. Before you know, that business became successful. That's also good something. So your cycle can either influence you to do something, make a right decision, or influence you to make a bad decision. Are you getting me? Now I want you to ask yourself these few questions I've written down. Do my friends encourage me to grow? Ask yourself this question. Do your friends encourage you to grow? Number 2, do they push you towards your goal? Ask yourself that question. Do my friends push me towards my goal? Some of you have friends that when you share your goals, you share your ideas, they will talk it down. They will look down on it. They will discourage you. Meanwhile, some people have friends that when they share that goals with them, they begin to chase it. They begin to chase it. They begin to chase it. Ask yourself those 2 questions. I'm going to say it again. Ask yourself this question. Do my friends encourage me to grow? Ask yourself. Do my friends push me towards my goal? I want you to think about this question. I want you to ask yourself this question. If the answer is no, please change that cycle. Change that cycle of friends. Change that cycle of friends before it's too late. Now let's move to point 4. Why your cycle matters. Number 4, your cycle affects your confidence. This is very, very important. I have seen people who had self-esteem, high self-esteem, maybe who had confidence from home. But because the moment they went to school, probably, let me give you an example. You are a very confident singer. You sing. You can grab the microphone and sing. You sing in your church. And then you went to university. The reason why I'm in university, because this is where most people can relate to. You went to university and then started following some friends. The day you grab the mic to sing, they start saying, you a singer, your voice that sounds like cockroach, your voice that sounds like a frog voice. Slowly, they're beginning to destroy your confidence. That's on the bad aspect. What about the good aspect? You are a very shy person. You don't like to chase certain things. You don't like to chase public speaking. But because you started following friends that are building in that line, suddenly you started building your friends. You started building your confidence. You started taking courses on public speaking. You started doing things that normally you will not do in a good way. So your friend cycles can actually influence your confidence. And then the last point I want to share with you this morning is your cycle can open doors. Let me give you an example. Some of the jobs I've ever done in the media space, some of you know I'm a media person, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a media entrepreneur. Some of the jobs I have done in the media space, or some of the awards I've won, are through my friends. Yes, I have certain friends that when they see an opportunity, they will share it to me. They will share it to me. Even when I'm not interested, they will force me to apply for it. They will force me to do it. I can remember one of the competition I went for earlier this year. This is EcoBank competition. The truth is that I didn't want to participate in that competition, but I had a particular friend that always encouraging me, say, you must do this. She made sure that I participated. I went for that seminar. I submitted my competition, and I ended up winning. Imagine you have the kind of friends that cannot push you towards that kind of thing. Imagine. Then imagine the kind of friends that can push you, that can open doors for you, that can speak for you in rooms. As they do that for me, I do that for them. The most funniest thing is that we're not even in the same field. We're not even in the same sector. But I look out for them. They look out for me. When I see something that will benefit them, I'll quickly share it to them. I'll quickly call them. How can we apply for this thing? How can we apply for this grant? How can you apply for this thing? I have so many, in my cycle, I have friends in fashion. I have friends in medical. I have friends in this one. We're all doing different things. But when I see an opportunity that will benefit them, I'll always present it to them. So your friend circles can actually open doors for you. Give you 3 questions more that you need to reflect on. I want you to sit down and think about those questions. I'm going to read them from my book. But I really want you to sit down and think about this question. Reflect back and ask yourself this question. Number 1, who do I spend most of my time with? Who do you spend most of your time with? Young man, young lady, uncle and aunties. Who do you spend most of your time with? I need you to sit down and think about this question. Now, the second question is, do they make me better or they make me worse? The kind of cycle you hang around with, when you stay around them, do they make your life better or they make it worse? Some of you will go to friend cycles. Before you know, you are feeling less discouraged. You are feeling less discouraged. And the last one is, after spending time with them, do you feel inspired or discouraged? After spending time with your friend, do you feel inspired or discouraged? Now, I've given you some of those points and I want you to replay this video. I want you to watch it. They are very, very short points, but I want you to think about it. As you go out your daily activities, as you begin to go to university, as you begin to go to work, church, find a cycle of friends that can push you towards your goal. Find a circle of friends that can influence you positively, that can teach you good things, that can teach you good morals, that can teach you good habits. Find yourself in a circle of friends that can boost your confidence. Some of you yourself, your confidence has been eaten down, has been cut down, has been matched on by the kind of friends that you keep. Some of you are ashamed. You can't even sell on your WhatsApp status. You can't even create a social media content. You can't even appear in public speaking gigs. Some of you are very skillful. You can hold microphone, you can sing, you can play instruments, you can do this one. Because of the kind of friends you have, they've looked down, they've matched upon that confidence. Some of you have bad habits. You didn't get the bad habit from anywhere, you got it from the kind of cycle. If you want to change your life, you change your cycle. Thank you so much. And then if you have any questions for me, please do well to drop it in the comment section. I would like to go through it and then we'll listen to it. I want you to watch this video, share it with your friend, and then I will see you on Monday. Thank you so much. Bye for now. All right, good morning. Welcome to the 5 a.m. room.